Today we are going to discuss about the role of the public administration. In this discussion we will study about importance of the public administration, key concept of the public administration, importance of the public administration. Through the study of in this discussion we will study about how the public administration helps in the management of the organization, mostly the government organization, the role of the government in the public administration, and different functions, core functions of the public managers, that is the public administrators, structure of the government organization, skill required by the public managers in imparting duties, changing role of the public organization, governments, and the role of public managers. Meaning and examples. Through the study of the public administration or public management, it is important as a citizen we must understand the functioning of the government. Whether one work in private or public sector, we have to understand we do business, whether we are professional. The study of the public administration is useful in most of the ways through the understanding of the organization and their functioning. It also helps us in understanding the environment in which we are working. So the meaning with example, the word administration has been derived from Latin word ad to and minister to serve. Public mean people or citizen. Thus the word administration mean to execute the policy of the government to serve public. Management is also defined as a cooperative human endeavor to achieve given goals. Traditionally, management is also defined as post-GORP, which stand for planning, organizing, post-GORP, planning, organizing, staffing. We have seen the Egyptian pyramid, Mohenjo-daro. In India, Mohenjo-daro and Harappa civilization is a significant example of the practice of administration. The two cities had been well planned road, granary, wells, walls around the city to protect it. Such planning of the city shows that the ruler managed the city well. And this is also a good example of the public administration as a practice in older civilization. Public administration is a discipline to be taught in formal educational institutions started after first century, but it was practiced long ago. The Egyptian pyramid must have thought how huge the structure was built. The construction of the Egyptian pyramid in 1491 is an example of practice of administration, as it involved cooperative effort of thousands of the people who were working there. Why public administration received impetus as a subject? After World War I, in USA, then in Europe, the emergence of the public administration as discipline in United States and Europe was due to the changing role of the government. The Great Depression of US and Europe brought large-scale unemployment and low wages and falling demand for goods. It was felt that these circumstances the government should invest to provide job. The role of the government was seen as a prime mover in the economy, expanding welfare role. So the government has an expanding role of the welfare. So government was to providing welfare schemes to different groups. They provided services and schemes for the poor and downtrodden people. The emergence of the private sector and regulatory role of the government. After World War II, you will find that in the economy, a large number of increase was in the private sector. And for managing the private sector, the government has to play a regulatory role in managing the affairs of the private sectors. The need for increased efficiency in the organization was also a cause for giving impetus to public administration to formalize the education of the public administration and to get more out of it. We had to learn about how we can increase the efficiency of the public administration, and this is the where we find that management and public administration got tied up and they worked together to provide more efficient system. Development of science and technology also added impetus to the public administration. Better management of public matters through training universities started, and similarly in other European countries also. You will find such uh, example in during the British period also. They had a very good public administration, and that is why they had handled a very large territory of India and most of the world through their better administration. Definition of public administration. Now we will look at various definitions of the public administration to better understand the concept. Public administration is the action part of the government. It means that the purpose and goals of the government are realized through the use of public administration. Public administration is also a field is mainly concerned with the means of implementing political values in the society. The process of public administration consists of the action involved in effecting the intent and the desire of the government. It is thus the continuously active business part of the government concerned with carrying out the law as made by the legislative bodies and other authoritative agents and interpreted by the court through the progress of the organization and management. It is also a cooperative group effort in public setting. It covers all the three branches, executive, legislative, and judiciary, and their interrelationship. All these definitions explain us different dimensions of the subject. These dimensions might confuse us. We might say that there is really no such matter as public administration, but rather than public administration mean different things to different observers and lack a significant common theoretical and applied meaning. We might say that public administration is everywhere. Yes, public administration is present everywhere in our society. So two things definitely emerged from the above definition. The study of the public administration overlap a number of other disciplines, including political science, sociology, economics, planning, psychology, business administration, and others. Public administration is the use of managerial, political, and legal authorities and process to fulfill the goals of the government. Institutions of the state. Here, state mean the nation or country. State has two meaning. One is the province of the state country. So legislature, that is parliament or sansad. It central level, and state assemblies at state level, judiciary, Supreme Court at the central level, and high courts at state level, and district court there will be other lower courts, executive, central cabinet, and state cabinet for implementing the law. Government. Government is the process of governing. It is the use of the power. It is the use of the power derived from the law that is made approved by the legislature. It means methods, manners, or system of governing society and organization. The government of India is ruled under the constitution which was implemented after the independence of India. So government is can be seen through public institutions. It is implemented works through the machinery of public administration, and it is governed by the political system. Values of democracy. Before we understand the value of the democracy, let's understand what is democracy. Democracy is the rule by people for people. It is a form of the government that is parliamentary in nature. The word democracy is a Greek word where demos means people and kratos mean authority. So the authority in democracy is in the hand of the elected representative, that is the public in general, but indirectly it is in the hand of the elected representatives. So what are the core values of the democracy? Individualism, equality, and liberty. Individualism means that the dignity and integrity of the individual is of supreme importance. It suggests that achieving the fullest potential of each individual is the best measure of the success of political system. Equality. All normal individuals are equal in their talent, but each individual has an equal claim to life, liberty, and pursuit to happiness, and this is granted by the Constitution of India. Liberty. Citizens should have the right to be maximum opportunity to select on purpose in life. Choose means to accomplish here. The citizens should be facilitated rather than hindered in their pursuit to a meaningful life. And our Constitution provides us liberty and freedom through the means of the fundamental rights. Concepts in public administration. We will understand some of the basic concepts used in the public administration discussion. Organization, the structure and framework created to perform certain functions to achieve goal. Management, cooperative human effort to achieve goal. Process, a systematic mechanism to accomplish efficiency or any activity. Efficiency, it's mean output divided by input. Efficiency relates to maximization of the goals. Government. A government is the process of governing. It comprises organization, system, rules, etc. A state. A state has territorial jurisdiction. It has people and institution. Here a state means nation, country. But India, a state also means province. Democracy. Democracy is a form of government in which people has authority and right to elect their representative or head of the government. Democratic values. Democratic values are life, liberty, and individualism. Thank you. Thank you for discussion. Now you can subscribe to our YouTube channel for more educational videos and lecture.